So Chen, do you think we have free will?
I think it depends on what situation.
就是有答跟没答一样。
For example, if I can financial independence, I can buy whatever I want to buy because it is used by my money. But if I want to buy
I'm talking about free will. I'm not talking about marry yourself into a very rich family. There are three different schools of scholars. Okay, first scholar thinks that we absolutely have 100% free will. Second school thinks that no, we don't. Third school says that we have both fate and free will. So we're not 100% free, but we are free within a little pool. And you call the little pool determinism or fate. So within your setup, default setup, you're free to choose, but you're not free to choose outside the box. Which one do you go with?
The last one.
Okay, give us an example in life. Hey, Delson, where are you going for lunch?
My example is, for example, I choose to study the university in Taipei, and the universities in Taipei is like the small little pool, and my free will be like I chose世新University, and this is kind of like my free will.
Okay, Delson, one quick question before I let you go. Delson, do you believe that we have free will? Okay, now tell us, what are you going to choose for lunch? So it's a part determinism and part free will. Okay, thank you, Delson. I'll let you go. Bye-bye. Sylvia, do you believe in free will?
Actually, I don't know what is the mean about free will.
Free will means that, as a human being, you have 100% freedom to choose what to do and to say no to whatever you don't want to.
I believe we have free will.
Okay. Well, do you also believe in free will in your love life? Like I can choose to love, I can choose not to. No. Because as far as we know, some people always complaining. Some people are always complaining that they fall in love with the wrong person, but then they keep repeating the wrongness. So what do you think?
I think in love I don't have free will because love made me
blind.
Yes.
Sylvia, but you're saying that love turns you blind yourself, which means that you are more or less awake enough for that. But give us some example how love makes you blind. People will just people will just go by without remembering who you are. So don't worry about sharing something personal.
Like some before I love, I told.
Oh, wait. I forgot. We missed out some good part. Wait. Good. Sylvia, tell us some of the examples where love turns you blind.
Like before I love, I told my mom I will choose a person like very rich and handsome, but now...
Good requirements. Now?
But now it is... he's not rich, but he treats me very well.
That's good. That's good. As long as you can find someone who treats you like a princess. But Sylvia, do you really believe this is actually for both Sylvia and Chen? Do you two really believe that it's a good thing to do to choose, if you can, fall in love with someone rich, or to choose to fall in love with someone like you, and then you grow together, you make money together, and get rich together? The first or the second?
The second.
The second.
And what's the good of that?
Although money is necessary for our life, and we can't buy anything without money, but I think love is the basic element in my life, because love can make me to build my heart more stronger, and when I encounter some difficulties, I can have a partner to comfort me or to accompany with me.
Chen, we're not talking about whether you like to stay in a relationship or not. Okay, we're talking about, is it better to fall in love with someone rich, or is it better to fall in love with someone like you and then grow together, make money together, and get rich together?
Yeah, the second one.
Yes. And then, okay, after you say, yeah, the second one, you're going in a completely different direction. Sylvia, okay, so how rich, to your standard, how rich is rich?
I can buy anything what I want and didn't consider about the money.
Let's forget about the future. Let's settle down with now. Okay, now, what are some of the things you want to buy? It can be a house, cannot be a house, or an apartment, something else. People walking by the way, okay, we're talking about, is it a better idea to fall in love with someone rich or fall in love with someone like you? Yes, Sylvia.
I will choose this.
Hi, look. Okay, right now we're talking about, is it a better idea to fall in love with someone rich or someone like you, so you can share life experience, grow together, learn together, make money together, and get rich together in your future?
Yeah, those days are over. At least in Taiwan. Okay, I have an opinion on this. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I answer the question in another way?
Sure.
All right. Did you put the headphones on?
Oh no, okay, I forgot to tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't know.
就是如果你看 Joe Rogan， 你戴耳机好像会进入一个不同的状态 ，Yeah, you get in a different element.
Or you can put it around your neck, you feel that vibrates.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too, right? And then there's tactile in nature too.
Yeah.
It's not just auditory. We have two different types of sensation. Now, personally, I think what women should care about first is finding a man who's younger than them.
Why?
Preferably 2 years, yeah. No?
But no, okay, no, it's not no, but I'm curious why.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would say I was at my most dedicated and most truest, sincere form when I was 18, 19. Because at that time, you watch all these romantic movies. But the older men get, the more likely they've had a bad experience. And so, for example, in Mongolian culture, I guess was it Genghis Khan? Was his wife older than him? And so the Mongolian idea was like you'd put an 18-year-old woman with a 16-year-old man, and the woman would kind of bring him up to the point
that I didn't know. That I didn't know.
And I'm not sure if that's still true nowadays, yeah? But it's like women are, these younger men are so immature. So but like immature has some really good things if it's just slightly annoying immature. But like the older men get, the better they are at doing bad things. Usually, right? Because they have experience. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond.
I mean, so me, the biggest thing is like when you have a man who's never really had a serious relationship before,
Yeah.
I think they're a lot more dedicated. And then the more relationships they go through, the more likely they are to be jaded or aware that this thing can end. So to me, the more experienced men have, often maybe the less dedicated they are.
I don't know, but okay, don't young men fool around doing stupid things?
Well, I think a 24-year-old man can fool around a lot more than an 18-year-old man. Because when you're 24, you have a lot more picks as a man. Like when you're 18, 21-year-old girls probably don't want you. But when you're 24, you know, like 21 up to 24 or 24.
But it's almost impossible to make an 18-year-old man marriageable in modern society.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the world is it's
so
hard.
many studies, so many things to go through. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so like, if you look at most women, they look at 18-year-old man, they're like, oh no, yeah, but that's like a good thing, yeah. No, isn't it good when you have someone who doesn't have other options to think about?
I know what you mean, but I don't see any of. I don't really see any good of the combo stand out.
Okay, I was writing love poetry.
Yeah.
About women in high school. I don't write love poetry about anybody now, and I'm 37. Yeah.
But age isn't a good reason for you to kill literature.
Well, you know, these things happen when you get older, you know. I mean, you don't have so much time to read, but 是不是就是女生一定要追一个比她还要年轻的男生 ，right？ 才可以就是保持那种她一定没办法分心，是不是
？Ask the three ladies.
Am I right? Am I right? 是不是？是不是？都是年纪比较大的男人有可能比较坏。No opinions on this. No. Okay.
I know what you mean, but you're focusing on the bad things that experienced man can do instead of the good things of young men can pull down.
But I mean, like, so women constantly are having the same issue. You're like, men are so naughty, but it's like they continue to date older men. It's like you're wondering why the situation doesn't change. You know.
Oh, and that's how the vicious circle starts.
I mean, so anything like that, if you just keep on doing it, and so the results are going to be the same if you don't change the system. So you know, like men are notorious for liking to date younger women. Yeah.
Seems to be universal.
Yeah, but like I have friends that have pretty good relationships with women who are older than them, right? And there's a lot of advantages to that. So for example, with my brother, he really wanted to have kids. And so if you date an older woman and you want kids, like she's probably more likely to be on that timeline, right? So if you date someone younger, she's more likely to want to enjoy her youth and things like that. So, and, you know, society has certain trends. And I think when you buck the trend, you're much more likely to find happiness.
Okay, let's hear what the ladies say.
But I have another opinion. Do you want to share on whether you should marry rich or whether not? Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, let's go back to the age thing.
I think it's important
because richness is superficial. Let's go back to the age thing and then see what will be. See the ladies' opinions. Is it better to marry young or is it better to marry old?
Oh, good question.
Right?
Here we go. Yes.
Yeah. Chen, what do you think?
A spicy question.
Marry old.
In your own opinion, it's a better idea to marry old. Why?
Because I think marry a younger man, I need to spend lots of time, maybe because he is childish.
Yeah. Like having a son.
We have Andrew out there. Oh, there's Andrew. He hasn't come on the podcast yet. We're waiting for Andrew. Yes.
Where's Andrew?
Right there. He looks very.
Oh, Andrew. Yes.
Very sneaky, walking around there with his headphones.
Yes.
He could be a spy, but we think he's in the English department.
He could
I'm not
be.
Sure. 他应该是英语系还是间谍，我们还不知道。Yeah?
我们不知道。
We'll figure it out later, Andrew. Get ready, we're coming for you. Okay, so you said older.
Yes.
Because the young men are immature.
Yeah, and the older man, he may experience lots of things, and if I experience some similar things with him, maybe he can teach me how to face with it.
Okay, so are you saying that you want this man to be older than you, or you want to be older as well as him?
I want to be older or as the same age with me.
And how old?
1 to 3.
What's the limit?
What's your marriage age first? Yeah.
Marriage.
所以我们现在在谈，就是你什么时候要结婚，自己的年纪，然后你希望对象会多大？所以，譬如说，有可能我30岁，然后希望就是对象。
And is it better to marry someone younger or marry someone older? Yeah.
Okay, so first, I think my marriage age would be 28. Yes,
Nice
because
Too young for Taipei.
Because I think if I meet a right person and if we just spend time like we have the relationship between only boyfriend and girlfriend, and this is kind of like waste our time because maybe we can go further in our future. So this is the reason why I want to marry earlier if I meet the right person, and also the right person should be older than me, and I think my biggest limitation would be 5 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
No more, you mean no more than 5 years?
Yeah.
Older than you by 5 years or fewer years?
5 to fewer years.
Okay. How about you, Sylvia?
I prefer the
Older or younger?
older.
Older. And how far can we go in the range of older?
About 3
3 years older than you? That's not really old.
or the same.
Or the same, or 5 years. 3 to 5 years older than you?
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah.
We also have to think too about death, right? Because it comes. I mean, so men die, 2 to 3 years younger at least.
Luke, what's the difference of the life expectancy between male and females?
I thought it was at least 2 or 3, but we could look up on our phones because they have all the answers now. I mean, it also depends on the country, right? But I mean, so like if you're, I mean, the best way to die is when your spouse dies, right? Because 如果你想死亡的话，你就是要找一个会很快就死亡的人，因为就半年之后常常会挂。Yeah. You often die about like half a year after your spouse dies. It's just.
But I've also heard that if you two are really, really in love, and one of you died, one of you goes first, the other one follows fast.
Yeah. Unless you have hobbies and things. So I mean, if you're
Oh my God! Finally, she dies. I have this little drop of comfort in my life.
Yeah. So but your generation might not die. They're thinking that your generation might live to 1,000. So you're making a big decision here.
Yes.
Alvin and I, we're probably not going to make it.
Hey, if we don't like it, we drop it. And we go.
Anyways, so if I can't remember if it's like 2 or 3 years. I'll have to look at. I don't think it's anything more than that.
Okay.
But, so if your significant other, your boyfriend, who eventually turns into your husband, is 3 years older than you, and then they're gonna die 2 years. You're gonna have 5 years by yourself. So.
But I think it's almost universal that women live a lot longer than men.
Yeah.
Like a lot, at least by 5 years. Of course, it's case by case, different, in different countries. But I think it's something around there.
Yeah, it's funny. I have a debate topic. I think that it'll come up in your class that you have with me. It's, would you rather be a woman or a man? And this is a funny question because every man wants to be a man again. And every woman pretty much wants to be a man.
Because that way you save a lot of trouble and sufferings.
But so I guess with women, when they go on testosterone, so 有一些女生就是想变成男生，所以他们就会注射一些是睾丸嘛。
Oh no! 睾固酮.
Is it
testosterone?
Okay.
Yeah.
睾丸 is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not testicles.
That you put the testes right in there,
Yeah.
You just put the testes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gosh. I wish Taiwanese people would correct me on this stuff. It was 睾固酮. I said gawan today in class.
Oh, no. Thank you.
And everyone's like, I think I know what he's saying.
It's lunchtime.
Yeah. Anyways, it tends to make women feel better.
Really?
So I think with women, their emotions are kind of like this, but maybe that's actually healthy to be up and down. because men tend to have problems, homelessness.
Yeah.
Right. Men are more likely to die because of suicide. I've heard women are more likely to try to commit suicide, but men are more successful.
For another purpose. But when men tried it, according to statistics, they really want to do it and achieve it. Yeah.
And the women actually want to continue to. I think actually most people when they try to commit suicide, they actually want to keep on living, right?
Yeah.
So with women, you know, also another thing that they complain about is their periods. Yeah. But I had a good friend who was a doctor in Taiwan. He still is a doctor, I think, if he's still alive. He's not really my friend. You know? Okay. Anyways, complicated story. He was my student. It's a weird thing. But he said that, you know, there's good evidence that you know, a female period is actually protective. So very few women have any major disease until after their period stops. So where
I'm
men,
not sure I want to go there.
Really? I mean, so
we going in that direction?
you know, like women are doing pretty good until about 40, and that's when the health problems might start happening, right? Whereas in men are much more likely to have health problems earlier in their life.
Oh, true.
Yeah. And like little babies, for example, little boys have a lot more health issues than.
Oh, really? That I didn't know.
Yeah, like I think
I just thought men usually live very unhealthily.
Yeah. And like women too, I kind of really admire women because they seem to be more social. You know, men tend to be by themselves a little bit more. Women have.
Oh, right. Okay, basically, because we socialize with people different way. Like most people, on the street, most men on the street, they socialize with people by saying, "Oh, no, listen to me." But women socialize in a cooperative way. They try to support each other, and then they also try to agree with each other. That's how they start their bonding.
Yeah.
And men goes the other way around.
But women have some drama though. You guys have to be very careful. Like women can get so mad at each other over things that seem trivial to men.
Right.
I mean, like a man is more likely to continue being friends with someone he punches than for a woman who like does a slight to another.
Right.
So, for example, I used to try to have these pool parties, you know, and when you're trying to have, this is why bars and nightclubs often have like free for women and men have to pay. Because it's so hard to have as many women as men.
Yes, true.
Because men are always bringing their friend. And then so I would invite these two girls to come. And then, we have 4 boys and we have 3 girls now. Okay, perfect. Let's get another girl over there. But this girl and this girl don't get along. So then all of a sudden, 2 or 3 of them aren't coming. Then I had to find new ones. So it's like you add one girl and you often lose another, right? But you add one boy, you get another boy.
Yep.
I mean, so I think one time we had more girls at a party than boys, but we tried so hard to make it even. Yeah. So women, their relationships break down in ways that men don't.
Or maybe they're more sensitive to a few vibes that men are unable to. And then, they go with the flow, they go with their vibes, and if the vibes are wrong, they go in a different direction.
But this is the perfect time for our 2 guests to correct us on what we don't know or what we think we know.
Yes.
Yeah. Because these men talking about women like they understand.
Yeah.
Offensive. No? Yeah, wave. You can wave to people out there.
Kev, I can see you walk by.
Hey.
Yeah.
期中考加油.
Sooner or later,
Bye-bye.
you'll be in here, Kev.
午餐愉快. Bye bye. Have a good one. Yes, you can always wish. I think they like it when you wish them to have a good lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone have any comments on this one? Hey, Tal.
The way people socialize with each other, and the difference between men, and male members of the society. Hi, Sydney! Wait, Sydney, we're talking about, is it a better idea to marry someone younger or someone older? What's your take? Older. What's your limit?
She says older woman,
What's
younger
your limit?
man.
In the world of older, how far can we go?
25.
25 years.
Oh, nice.
You have a very open mind.
Wow.
So if he is Mr. Right, he can be 25 years older than you.
Yeah.
That's good to know. But you also know, do you also know that men usually die young, die earlier?
So you got a second chance at it.
But
Nice.
that's okay, because you'll be open for another marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
And women are just as happy in marriage
Bye,
and out
Sydney.
of marriage. Sydney, you're always welcome to come back. We would love to have you as a guest. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, you can answer whatever questions you want because we go on tangents. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
although my prepared questions are, do we have free will?
Yeah.
But let's forget about that.
Not important question
Yeah,
because we all know
okay.
we don't. Yeah.
But okay, so what is? Hey, by the way, the three ladies walking by. Okay, wait, ladies. Okay, I need your votes because we're talking about is it a better idea to marry someone younger or marry someone older?
Yes.
By a show of hands, marry someone younger, marry someone older.
结婚对象要年纪比你大还是小？大的吗？不行，不要结婚吗？聪明，女生没有，女生有没有结婚一样快乐 ？Yeah,
We
all right.
we have very shy walks by today.
Yeah, that's life.
Yeah.
That's life.
Okay.
We're losing our appeal. Our ratings are going down. So sad. But,
Probably because of the weather.
yeah.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Okay. Now, back to the two ladies. Okay, have you ever thought about? Okay, there might be some good while marrying someone younger. What could be some of the benefits that you can benefit from if you marry someone younger? And Chen started by saying that she prefers to be taught than teaching a spouse.
Yeah.
And that was her reason why it's a better idea to marry someone more mature. But what if you fell in love with someone younger? Hey, two ladies walking by, we're talking about is it a better idea to marry someone younger or someone older? Younger or older?
结婚对象年纪要比你大还是比你
See,
小
okay, we have very shy walks by
This
today.
is okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to cancel us. These things happen in life.
First, I will make myself to I will control myself not to have a relationship with a younger boy.
You keep yourself from falling in love with someone younger.
Yes.
Oh boy.
But I believe even among younger men, we can find mature one.
Yeah. But I feel like in many ways, I've become less romantic and more practical the older I've got.
When you grow older.
I don't know if my wife is benefiting or not because I do more chores. I'm just constantly doing them chores, right? But now I just want peace and quiet. So my goal is I'm going to wash these dishes. I'm going to put the dirty clothes
That's
in,
100%
hang them up.
normal.
And then I want my time to novel. Like in the past, I used to write poems about my wife and I was just so in love and want to hang out with her. But now I'm just like a dishwashing machine who drives around, you know.
And that's what keeps a family going. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's nothing wrong with that.
But you know, which one would you rather have your significant other be a serious dishwasher or a serious love poem writer?
Which one?
Yeah.
A big romantic
Yeah.
or a big pragmatic? Which one?
That's a good word. That's the one I wanted. yeah.
Romantic.
Romantic, see? She wants romantic, but she doesn't want someone younger. Sylvia.
I don't want to choose the younger one because when we walk together on the road, I will look older than him. I don't want to.
Sylvia, let me tell you this. Sylvia, it's impossible for you to look older than anyone.
Yeah.
You look like a child.
You are a perpetual high schooler.
But
yeah.
older men, they will have more life experience. They can teach a lot of things to me, and they can take care of me.
Sylvia, if you want people to teach you, stay in school.
Unfortunately, I think women have to do a lot of teaching to men, especially in Taiwan, yeah?
Yes.
Because, like, to me, my wife likes a clean house, and she's constantly, like, encouraging me to do things, and I think I actually do more chores than her now, yeah. But she does all the finances and things like that, yeah. But, like, I'm cleaning that toilet, I'm going to mop the floor, doing all the dishes. But, you know, her standard is quite
high. And we
high.
grow into it without knowing.
Yeah,
We're
you know.
brainwashed.
What my problem is I feel like I'm taking on more duty or more duties, yeah. But, you know, it's like the responsibilities only grow when you're a man.
Or they're actually taking more duties, because whatever we're doing, were just chores in their eyes.
But, you know, it's... yeah, I don't know what that means. Chores in their eyes. But, like, so especially for Taiwanese men, you know, like, Taiwan is more, especially with traditional households, a lot of times, like, the men don't do any chores, right? And if a man doesn't see their father doing chores, it's a struggle.
I think that was a long time ago.
I think it's still a common thing. You don't think so?
No.
You sure? There's still a lot of houses. Like my dad does a lot less chores. And there's even studies that show even today, young men as young or even younger than me do fewer chores than men. Like even up to 20 hours last time I looked at it. So women, even nowadays, are doing like 20 more hours of chores than men.
I don't know. Maybe in my circle of friends, most men are living miserably.
Yeah.
Okay, they do most
Doing
of the
chores.
cookings. And we're not just talking about chores. We're
Really?
talking about the cook of the house.
Okay. And I've even heard like men before marriage do more chores, and then all of a sudden when the baby comes out and things like that, then it's like you see some of the old habits pick up. That's the book I'm reading about how not to
I
hate your
heard the
husband.
other way around.
Really? That men get better after they get
Yeah,
married.
and I've seen the other way
Yeah.
around. Okay.
I mean, this is just stuff that, so, yeah.
But probably
I could be
it's
wrong.
all it can be very different in different circle of people. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. We move back. Yeah.
We move back to the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that's as our 广电 bunch out there.
Oh boy, they're back.
Is
We have Tao.
No, okay, they're just sitting behind the counter. Okay, is it better to order a younger man or older man? Okay,
Yeah.
but it seems they seem to be very busy. Let's get back to Sylvia and Chen.
Are they working the desk now?
They're leaning over
Oh.
to learn some skills.
Nice.
So later on, instead of being our audience in residence, they can be our operators in residence.
Because I am thinking like we should bring some English department people here to learn some tech skills.
Sure, of
We're
course.
the English and applied communication department.
You don't have to say it that way.
英语家传播应用。
Look, you okay. I'm very glad that you have your histrionic moment.
It's the best department name ever, you know.
Yeah,
Because is it communication applied?
and
Or
because
is
of
it applied
you,
communication? That's not my, I was just ready. I was cool being the English department, you know, and then we'll add some extra stuff. But, you know, some people like to get all fancy with those adjectives.
Sam here.
上课加油. Okay, sorry. We're going out there or we're going back to...
We're going back.
And feel free to answer any of the questions that you have not answered, which is quite a few. My bad.
Yes, don't worry about it.
So we're talking about age.
Cherry want to marry her boyfriend.
You want to marry him?
She want to marry, but I don't want to marry.
Marry now or like after you finish college?
After finish the college and after I work for a while, for a few years, I think.
And she also want to have children, but I don't want to. I don't like children.
I think stay in a good relationship is a good thing, but getting married is another. Having children still another. Yeah, Luke, please tell them. Please talk her out of the idea.
Having children?
Getting married early and then having children.
I mean, getting married...
Like, please imagine this is a debate, and this is cons, and this is cons, this is pros, and you are for marriage, and we're against it. Please convince us. What good do you see in getting married early?
I think it's. I think the reason why I want to getting married early is because my parents. They getting married early, and they live a good life, and they born me as their young age, like 26. And you know, before when they're young, they take care of me. But instead of just they grow older and they take care of me. And you know, if we're going to if they born me as maybe 30 plus years, and this kind of cost their many efforts and their mind.
Yeah, they maybe have less energy for babysitting.
Yes.
But they have more maturity for treating the child right.
But I don't think maybe if they if they born me at 30s, they can treat me right because I am the first kid in my house, and this kind of like it needs experience.
So you're the guinea pig. Well, how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 siblings.
Are you from the South?
Are you counting yourself? 3 including you, or 3?
3 not including me.
Oh, that would be 4.
Yeah.
You have 4 children.
Are you
in the house.
Are you from Kaohsiung?
No, I'm from Yunlin.
Ah, there we go.
That's regional bias.
Come on, everybody knows if you're not in Taipei, there's more of an opportunity.
True.
I mean, I went to Nantou and I could not. I mean, this is Pyeongchang.
Yeah.
Families, but I could not believe how many multiple children families. I felt like I was in the United States. But so for example, I live in Taoyuan,
Yeah.
and Sophie and I would talk about like having another kid, and I kind of really want one, but it's like we already, his room is getting used for other things already.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have that kind of space.
True.
When I mean, there's really good evidence that shows every country, the move to the city is just bad for your population.
Oh.
I mean, more agrarian, more farming-based societies.
And the living costs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Living in the
and
city is like the best way to not have babies, just move to the city. I mean, you have limited resources in terms of space, and it's much easier to add on a room if you have a big yard than if you have, buildings everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but my house is a traditional building. It's like I don't know how to say.
Sanheyuan.
Like
Yes,
you
the
have-
Sanheyuan.
You can actually just literally call it Sanheyuan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so in my house there are lots of spaces for us to live, and also I think the coast in Yunlin is very different from the coast in Taipei.
But by the way, Sanheyuan, I actually talked about this in my master's thesis. I think if you want to explain it to someone who doesn't understand Taiwanese culture, you could just say it's a 3-sided house.
Yes.
Basically, like there's 3 different sections
Yeah.
of a house with a central corridor. You could say something like that.
Yeah, with the main front and east wing and west wing.
Yeah, I think actually wings is probably the best way to say it.
Yeah.
So it's like a 3-winged house, right, with a central corridor.
Yeah. We're from the same translation institute, by the way, people.
Yeah, and then he edited my translation and took it to the next level. Yeah.
I have to say, none of my friends, got married before 36. So 28 still seem impossible to me. Like staying in a good relationship and you're going steady, like very steady. You have someone always who's always there for you without the obligations whatsoever that marriage entails. I think which is a good thing. Like, when people know you're boyfriend and girlfriend, when people know that you're lovers to each other, that's one thing. But when people know you two are married, they'll ask you to do stuff. Like, why are you coming to someone else's wedding, all by yourself? Or why are you coming to this meeting or the party all by yourself? Yeah?
Yeah, but I feel like
and the in-laws.
Well, that's a big commitment.
Right?
Itself, yeah.
Yeah. And outlaws are actually better than in-laws.
Might be some truth to that. I don't know. I love my mother.
Yeah, we all say that. I know.
And no, I really like her a lot. Sometimes I like her more than my wife.
It's okay. People come and go. But I am recording. I can offer you a prize. You can buy it back.
I mean, so okay. Let's be real. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm married. I have a kid. Right. It's a lot of pressure. Women, I think, put a lot of pressure on themselves.
Yes,
when they have
true.
kids. And
out of and by social expectation.
Yeah, some of it's I think just naturally put it on themselves, and some of it's social expectation. Fathers are known for like being the playful ones.
Yeah,
where the mothers, they do a lot of the caring, and also my son is a little traitor, Bei Panja. Yeah,
what do you mean?
That kid used to be all over me. So before 2, he would like wake me up and and well, he didn't talk before 2, but he would always wake me up, and mom could keep on sleeping. On Saturday and Sunday. No more of that. Mama chilai, mama chilai. And then I try to hug him at night and go, Baba bo yao. 讨厌爸爸, 讨厌爸爸, you know? So, I mean, just like, so naturally kids kind of cling to the mom more, especially the boys, you know? So there's a lot of pressure. But anyways, so my mother-in-law, because of social expectations, things like that, she can't like get mad at me all the time, you know? But the wife is constantly getting mad about things. And it's just probably being pressure of being a wife and a mother at the same time, because she has to take care of 2 boys.
I know.
My son and me.
Yeah, that's probably what Chen was worried about. Yeah.
I mean, she just gets so mad about things. So yesterday she was working out in the guest room, which I guess is going to be Owen's room, because we have like the main room, we have a kitchen, then the bedroom, which has become my son's room because he sleeps in the same bed.
Yeah.
Advantage.
And you accidentally...
I opened up the door and she was doing kettlebell swings. And she's like... oh, God. You know, I mean, my mother-in-law would never do that, you know?
Yeah.
So this is why I don't want to marry, because I think marriage need to consider a lot of things.
Yes.
Should you not marry a person, you need to marry a family.
Sure, marriage is always involves 2 families, like 2 universities have to come together.
I've also heard it's kind of an advantage for Taiwanese women to marry a foreigner, because then you don't have to deal with like the Polshi Wenti.
Yes.
Oh, true.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
I mean, like my wife is kind of removed from all that. So like Chinese New Year, it's always at her family's place.
Yeah, that's a win.
I really miss Chinese New Year being single, by the way. It was like 10 days by myself. Now Chinese New Year, it's like half the time we're hanging out with our family. Yeah. Half the time we're hanging out with our high school and college friends. Like,
for other husbands, they only need to visit the in-laws.
Yeah.
Okay, at the second day of the Chinese New Year, 初二. For you, every day is 初二.
So
every day 回娘家. Okay, you are the king of 回娘家. Boom.
So I tried to convince my wife that maybe one of these days I don't need to go, but I'll just go on 回娘家 that day. So is that
See,
true?
Okay, you don't even dislike your in-laws, but every one of us needs some space and time for ourselves.
Yeah, but she didn't like that suggestion.
And that's the downside of marriage. And it's not case by case different. It's just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I learned my lesson. Yeah, don't ask for any.
So Sylvia, if you have to get married, what would be the perfect age for you to get married?
I didn't want to get married.
Good. Okay, now remember that. And we have witnesses. So sometime in the future, if you get married, we despise you.
You know, and I'm also curious too. When I was 18, like I was already thinking about getting married and having kids. And maybe that's because I come from a more conservative society. But I feel when
you were precocious.
But even when I was at Shishin, when I was your age, I feel we would talk to each other like, do you want to have kids or not? And people would say yes or no. And like in their age, I think a lot of people aren't even thinking about that yet. It's because I've heard in the past that for women at your age, you probably have figured out whether you want kids or not. But like now we're pushing everything back.
Even in our department, from time to time, I found a lot of the English majors, whether it's in the second year of university, or third year, or even the fourth. Some of them really like the company of children, and they work as kindergarten teachers, teaching kids, here and there. I think that's very challenging for me. It takes a lot more patience than I can pull out.
You know, and I don't know what your situation is. Some people have trauma in their life, and so I want to be careful.
Like traumatized by kids.
Like maybe they had a bad childhood or something like that.
Oh,
and so there's some people, and I don't know what your situation is. So I want
they like to do something to make up to what's missing in their life.
Well, so it's like if they had a bad childhood, it's like I don't want to have a kid because I don't want them to go through the same thing I went through. Or some parents work really hard to make sure their kids didn't go through the same things that they went through. Like my older sister felt a little bit. She had some behavioral problems, and I'm like you. There's a family of 4 children, and so when you're having younger kids, the older kid sometimes gets neglected, and so she's kind of almost not like a helicopter parent, but she is super involved to try to make sure that her kid doesn't have the same kind of issues that she had growing up, like dealing with bad teachers and things like that. But I've also heard that there's a social element with women. You know, like one woman gets married, they go to the wedding, then they want to get married too.
Oh, being competitive.
Not competitive. It's like it's a contagious disease, something like that.
It's
like
competitiveness.
It's like 你会is it 遗染吗？你会
传染.
There's a染疫. Yeah, is that the term for it? 染疫. Yeah, you used to say that when
it's too written. It's too formal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You said what's
传染.
传染. Okay. Like, you know, women I guess go to weddings, and I guess sometimes a lot of times they want to have weddings too. But also, like, in Israel is known for having a pretty high birth rate, even though it's a very developed country.
Oh, really?
And I guess there's a social contagion aspect to it. And
yeah.
So that's what the big thing about the birth rate, which is scary, because if your friends and people you know have children, you're more likely to have children. If you see other people around you who don't have children, you're less likely to have children.
True. We're always influenced by our circle of friends. Yes.
Are you around children ever, or not?
Yeah. So Sylvia, okay, we know, okay, you for the time being, okay, don't like the idea of getting married, but okay, in terms of children, okay, do you like children or you don't?
I like children, but I don't want to have children because my mom is a babysitter. So
you can always play with other people's children.
Yeah, but they control. They may cry in different time, and
they're always out of control.
Yes. So
But you still like children.
Yes, but
how so?
I don't like they cry.
Oh, you don't like it when they cry.
对.
And you like them when they sleep.
They're so cute. They're so cute when they sleep.
They're so cute.
It is the most magical
Every
thing.
child, okay, looks like an angel while sleeping.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah. And every wife looks nice while sleeping.
Yeah.
But it's very, very rare, at least among young people, to find whoever, okay, is really big and keen on children.
I'm kind of curious. So if you're gonna not marry, and I think you said you're dating someone, if you plan on being together for a long time, to me, it's funny. Marriage is talked about that it protects women, because a lot of times, especially in the past, men would have higher paying jobs, right? Women tend to do jobs that are very, very important socially, but they, you know, like an engineer. I think a teacher.
Harley, I can see you walk by. Harley.
Or maybe she's listening to music.
Okay.
Okay, so if you were to tell me a kindergarten teacher or a Google engineer, which is more important? Kindergarten teacher. If you have good workers that are involved in taking care of young children, I mean, there's good evidence that shows that if there's good teachers, good providers of care, that these people are less likely to become criminals and do bad things in society,
True.
right? But I mean, the pay is just lower, right? So women, the kind of jobs that women do tend to be, unfortunately, more people-oriented, which just don't pay as well.
True.
But, you know, so marriage was kind of a way to protect women, right? But I've actually heard that men do better in marriage. Women are the same, whether they're married or not, I guess. I didn't realize this, yeah.
I'm in no position to
and
say.
then non-married men are in a bad spot. Like non-married men, they have a lot more health problems.
But what do you people think? Okay, is it reasonable, this whole system of marriage, like you are asking promiscuous primates to stay true to each other, completely faithful, without having your eyes or your mind on someone else, for something around 70 and God knows, okay, even more in the future, 80 years. Does it make sense to you? Because the natural life expectancy of Homo sapiens should be something around 33. But now, along with the development of medical science, we're living longer and longer. If we could ever travel back in time, people will consider us monster because they don't, in their eyes, we're no longer human beings. We live like 3 times as longer. But the marriage system stays the same. It's nothing like the sci-fi movies or novels saying that sometime in the future, if you have your eyes on someone and then you like each other, you sign a contract, you sign a 2-year contract, and after that, no matter you're still in love or not, you have to break up and then moved on. Because for them, this is humane. And for them, the current system of marriage running here is inhumane. How about your opinion? What do you think?
Do you want to be together with the same person for a long time? But your idea is we stay together. We don't need a definition. We don't need anything that keeps us together by law.
Waking up every morning to the same face for 70 years or more. I'm not asking you personally. I'm asking you, do you think it's reasonable to ask any human being to stick to that? Because the reason why I'm asking is because that I do think that modern society, no matter how modern, if you get divorced too many times, it's still frowned upon. Am I right? People don't like the idea of being a divorcee. Yeah. And then that is another way to say that I think there's nothing wrong with the system. I want this system to work. But the system was set up like sometime in or before medieval times, and that was almost 1,000 years ago when people still enjoy their full life for 33 to 36 years if Black Death didn't attack. But now everything's different. But the marriage system stays with us. Luke, what's your take?
Yeah, it's funny because I come from a Christian society, and so the idea is like you wouldn't.
Oh, so for you it's a must then?
No, I think in the past it was like you can't just be together. You have to marriage is the ultimate ending. But I guess in the United States there's a big line that people in our working class, so right, blue collar people, they don't get married and they have kids. But white collar, which is what I am, and sometimes I want to be blue collar. I need to start working with my hands again. Stop being soft, But they get married, right? So actually, in the United States, the more wealth you have, the more likely you are to get married. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, I guess overall, I don't like what marriage has become in terms of the lawyers taking money and in the nasty situations. But I guess we're even getting better at it. That the divorce rate is going down. That we're doing a better job of picking people that are suitable for us for the long term. And I do think marriage does provide more stability for children. And I think.
So the Christian culture does help and encourage.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of good evidence that shows that probably Christians overall are, people who are serious about their faith and do it the right. I mean, I'm not a Christian anymore, but I think there's a lot of, people with a faith tend to be healthier. I'm pretty sure.
Look, but as you can see, no, in your opinion, what seems to be the problem? That the American people, they are Christian. Yeah. And most of them live their life almost puritanically, and then France and Italy. Yeah. That's where the Protestantism comes from. And they were Catholic, and Catholic principles, Catholic creeds were actually stricter than Christian creeds. Yeah. But look at them, they fool around. Why?
Yeah, the heart.
Like nothing is binding on them.
The Catholics are known for being a little naughty. compared to the Protestants, but
That's really strange to me.
I would say that Americans, I mean, I think the shows that you see are a little bit exaggerated, but a lot of people start doing adult things well before they get married. I think it's more common that you do than you don't. Most people don't save it for marriage.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess some people say that the point of marriage is to have kids. And my friend is like that. Like he doesn't want to get married.
That's biological. That's biological.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And we have people coming out from the English corner. Okay,
the best
probably
corner.
we can ask them to vote. Hey, people. Hi. Okay, we're talking about, is it a good idea to marry someone older than you or someone younger than you? What's your take?
Diego, you're welcome to come in.
Yeah, Diego. Okay.
Yes. His name is Jiang.
And the two ladies. Just one quick question. Just one quick question.
Yes.
And we'll let you go.
His name is Chen. Chen, as in sounds like you're Chen. Yeah.
Chen.
Here.
Yes.
Diego here.
And I made a funny joke that wasn't too funny. He said, "Oh, it's like 以前跟以后." Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, "No, that's not funny."
I think the
So Diego, we're talking about, is it better to marry someone younger than you or someone older than you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, you can use my mic. Just one quick question.
Or you could put on your headphones. You could put the headphones on and get serious. Yeah. Up to you.
And the two ladies, okay.
I think girl
You
may
can
choose
use mine.
older.
Use mine. Yep,
They better choose younger.
yep. Someone younger or someone older?
Younger.
Younger.
Older.
for men.
Older is best.
Younger why?
Younger for older for men.
So
Younger for ladies.
The woman is older, yeah,
Yeah.
than the man.
Yeah.
And the man would be
And what's good about that?
nice, Diego.
I think
He by Finn.
because I don't like to childhood more childhood girls.
You don't want your girlfriend to be too childish.
Yeah. I think it can change. Sometimes more serious. Sometimes can more childhood in if we are standing a room or we can have fun at that time.
Personally speaking, would you like to have a younger girlfriend or older girlfriend? See?
Hey, we have to be careful though. There's something called stated preferences. Yeah. 就是人会说他们想要的，但是不一定是他们真正想要的。
Oh,
right?
I know.
So it's like, so maybe a woman will say, "Oh, I just want a really nice guy," but deep down,
I know.
she wants like some.
Like I always play classical music in my office, but
Yeah.
actually I love raps.
Yeah. So
K-pop.
很多女生说，哦，没关系，就是男人的外表不重要的，但是私底下他吸引他就是
Okay, that's too
Yeah.
dark. That's
就会
too dark.
说
Okay, so
no.
So Diego,
I'm choose younger.
you're too young. Okay, well you choose younger. Thank you.
Yeah, because I think in my mentality, I think I will more manipulate a little bit.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
manipulative. Okay.
He's in my
Good to
class
know.
taking a note.
You're an honest person. You're an honest person. Okay.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
by the way, Diego, your English used to be very, very good.
Oh, thank you.
Used to be.
No, because it is a little bit nervous. So
Okay, don't worry about it.
Hey,
Okay.
that might be my fault. Diego made a good point. He's in my 大二英文 class. And
Yeah.
He was asking about speaking opportunities, and I've kind of given up on doing like everybody in class gets to talk once because it takes too long, and I don't.
And
teach-
Diego, you're right now in 广电 what group?
电视。
广电. Okay, so 广电 TV. Okay, also coming from 广电. Okay, good. How'd you like your life there? Hey, don't worry. Okay, your 主任 is far away. He would know. Okay, tell us. Okay, so how's 广电 TV going?
I think class is
Shit.
没关系，我们都知道第一名 最强的系数都是英语暨传播应用。第二名广电。Yeah, all right.
I think some teacher is very good,
Bad? Oh.
very good at teaching, but some teacher is not interested. So he just reading about the core and blah 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 blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds a little bit like that.
You can't do that in the English department.
It sounds like 呆名录。
No.
有些学生有那个大人英文，有一个大人。
Okay, thank you, Diego.
Yeah, thank you.
Can we also have the answers from the two ladies coming in with you? Okay, ladies, okay, I want you, okay, to vote for two choices. Is it better to marry someone younger or marry someone older?
Older.
Pop in.
Yeah.
Older. Yeah.
The reason being.
But that's a good thing.
And she wants to marry brains.
没有脑袋就是比较容易控制。Yeah, you can control.
They don't
them.
have brains, but they have muscles.
Yeah, that's good.
So
That's
you
all
choose
need.
brains over muscles.
Yeah.
Okay, really?
No,
Okay.
but the young boys you can control them. 就是比较年轻的男生比较容易控制 right? 比较受控 No, they're more able to be controlled. No. An 18-year-old boy he's a good boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
23 or 24.
And can we have your name? Daisy.
Stacy.
Stacy. So Stacy chooses brains over muscles. One win for them, one loss for us. And then the other lady? Can we have your name first? Joy. Okay. Joyce. Okay. So do you choose to marry someone younger or someone older?
Older.
Muscles. Yes. You choose brains. Why? Because my friend chose brains. Boring. Probably, okay, while they're saying brains, they're thinking about wallet, or money. I like to marry someone older because, okay, they tend to be richer. But instead of saying richer, let's go for brains.
I don't think that people should put that much of an emphasis on money because I don't think most people make that much money, to tell you the truth. Like, what's the best way to say it? If you don't come from a family with money,
Yeah.
it's very hard to find someone who has money because like the people who have money, they set it up. They're making sure their child meets another child. They've gamed the system.
All true. Yeah, they always go with arranged marriages like 200 years ago.
They know how to protect their cash. So to me, I think you just need to try to pick someone based with values that has the same values, which is why I think it's most important. Like I wouldn't do well with a rich person because I can't think like that.
Okay.
I can't think about how I need to cut costs on this if it's going to impact human life.
True.
Like I'm just, I'm made to live my less than 100K a month life.
But Joyce, okay, what's your reason for choosing someone older?
And how old? How much?
Yes, okay. By the way, okay, how far can you go if it has to be someone older? Like 10 years older, 20 years older, 25 years older? Joyce, how far can you go? How many years? Older than you by how many years? 4! That's still within the same generation. And then? Stacy, come again. 6 or 5?
I think it can change. I think as you get older, you probably are much more flexible, right? When you're 20.
So they're not entirely thinking about brains. They want some muscles too.
Do these I don't know if they
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make everything sound dirty, but
I don't know if they like men or women. I don't know what people like, but I don't think Taiwanese men like to lift weights. Yeah, overall.
But Diego, what do you see in a younger lady if you're in a relationship? Hey Diego, okay, you can use my sit.
Okay.
I think I know what Taiwanese women really like, though, in the man. They like when the man likes to play on
Can you
those
say
like
the question?
手机的电动.
What good do you see
No.
in staying in a
You don't
relationship
like that?
with someone
When you have to
younger?
call them to wake up in the morning.
No.
No, you don't like that?
Yeah.
I thought women like to be the alarm clocks.
I think
And
it's,
No, who wants
it's
to?
bothering.
Who wants to?
Isn't the women they you know, so the man might carry your bags, but you have to call him to wake up in the morning so he comes to class, and then you know you watch him play his video games on his phone.
Luke,
No.
Yeah,
we use read my lips. We use iPhone. Thank you.
For the question.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Back
so,
to the question. Yes. What
I-
good do you see in a younger partner if you are in a relationship?
Because she's more younger, so maybe he can teach me about her generations, like the.
How
centers
younger are you going? How younger are you going? You're worried about generation gap. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you want someone younger by how many years?
Uh,
You want to go illegal, right?
no.
Okay. How young?
Maybe 5 years.
Diego, how old are you?
I don't believe that.
5 years.
You're-
Illegal.
Diego, how old are you?
You're playing with fire right now.
No. I mean not right now.
How old are you? You're 22.
okay.
Yes. Okay, that's fire.
I must. It's life is different once you get out of college, right? Because the age ranges. For example, like if you go to the gym or a bar, I mean, there's a bigger range of people. In campus, I mean, most people here are between 18 to 22, and then there's a couple older folks like us too.
Thank you
Yeah.
for saying that.
Yeah. Thank you, Luke.
I don't know if that's a thank you or a like.
Okay, but I think he worried too much. Like 5 years younger, and then you worry about, okay, there's so many things you don't know about younger generation.
Because I think I can understand about right now about a generation Z, their use their language or sentence. I can understand.
How old are you, Diego? You said 23?
2021.
21.
21? Yeah, that was illegal. That was illegal.
But you are
60.
Generation Z, no?
I know, but
So you don't understand them?
I can understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand you folks either.
But you have Instagram. You can see their.
I know, but
Yeah, okay, you can thumb through the Instagram
yes, but
or Tinder
no.
for different purposes.
I didn't use the friend.
I'm not asking.
Yeah.
If I was a man, I'd be using Bumble, by the way. Isn't that one where the women can have to talk to the men? I mean, that is like that's like fishing with dynamite, you know?
I'm not familiar.
So usually with Tinder, it's usually men reaching out and getting swiped. Is it left is bad and right is good, right? So like women are really picky. Yeah. So it's like in Tinder, a couple men are getting all the action, all the interest from women, right?
Yep.
So it's like, there's 100 women and they'll be interested in like 5 out of 100 guys, right? And so most guys are just getting boom, nope. Which is, there's an argument that outside of Tinder, a lot of women, that people they end up dating is someone they would not date if they saw them on Tinder. And then they realize like, well, we went to class together, we had mutual friends, and we found, oh, I really like this person, right? So like Tinder is not a good app for women to find their love on.
I don't know. Basically, okay, I don't even think it's the right thing for men. If you're if you're looking for a fling, if you're looking for a one-night stand, it's fine. But if you're looking for a long-term relationship, it's still too risky.
But I think like the majority of people are using Tinder to find like serious romantic pursuit. It's not just like one-night stands. Like that's the stereotype. But I remember reading a poll, something like 80% of Tinder people are actually looking for a committed relationship. They're not looking for some type of...
I think it's always a safe thing to fish for someone in the friend zone. And then you see the right one, you see the right fish, you get the right man, you fish him out of the friend zone.
Yeah, good point.
Because you've been spent some time together with each other.
Yeah, you should definitely marry your friend,
You know how far...
That's the right choice.
You know how good he can be, you know how bad he can go.
You should definitely marry your friend, Don't marry the sexy person, marry the friend. Much better marriage,
A couple, they were actually, my friends, they were best friends to each other. They got married. They talk each other mad. They never sleep before 3 o'clock in the morning. They talk about stupid things and then they giggle, they laugh together. I believe it's still now. So this is what you have.
Man.
After you marry your best friend.
That's a movie right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Might
it's
not
called deprivation of sleep.
Might sound boring, but it's great. But so Bumble, I guess in the past, I think they changed it, but it used to be.
We're going to the app. Okay, Bumble.
So the women would contact the men, and the men couldn't contact the women. So it's like for men, you were really successful all the time because the woman is like, I'm the aggressor, right? And all I know, I didn't use any of these apps. I'm too old for that stuff. But if I would have known about that, I might have given it a go. Because when women are pursuing, it's a whole different ballgame. Because when women pursuing, they're like, they're like, no, I'm the aggressor now.
I would never use that. Look at me. If I put my photo up there, everyone would say, yeah, that's a 变态.
Yeah, well, this is life. I have a cowboy hat, so.
Okay, Diego, thank you, and thank you two ladies. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Joyce. Diego, thank you. Please drop by often.
You can come next week, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Luke.
we're waiting for you, Diego.
And stop being nervous.
Not, and next time 是1点半前，不是1点半后。
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Okay, there's a joke.
No. Always around 12 to 1点半.
So I have a joke with his name, and it's not funny, but can you say your name?
张以晨.
Okay. 听起来是像以前以后的。
张
I don't think that's funny, Luke. It hits the wall and.
因为外国人
No, it's the pronunciation. The foreigners, they
we can't hear the Chen and Chen.
Luke, your pronunciation is too good for this to be funny.
That's kind of
okay.
I think it's kind of funny. But,
okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Have you had any? Do you have any answers that you wanted to provide? Some of the topics. Okay. So Sylvia doesn't want to have kids. Yeah.
And almost everyone, except for us, almost everyone wants to find someone more mature. No, I think that includes me. I think it's not talking about me, but but for me, physically speaking, I've never found any lady younger than 40 years attractive. For me, any lady younger than 40 years is a child. Or probably because I'm a Taiwanese. So everywhere I look, they seem to be very, very young. As I told you last time, for me, Taiwanese ladies only have two ages, 19 and 90. Like a girl, boom, overnight. But they have nothing in between. Yeah, that's probably the reason why. But to be honest, I think only ladies over the age of 40 can seem attractive. Yeah, that's my take.
There's some other advantages about being over 40, but I'm not going to talk about those right now.
Oh, please!
Some of those,
don't leave me hanging!
So some of those are X-rated. So there's an argument that men, the younger men are, the more interested they are in bedroom stuff. And the older women get, the more interested they are in that stuff. Right? But that's X-ray. We're not going to talk about that stuff.
I'm not sure, because it's still case by case. Some people are into it, some people are not.
Yeah, but I guess it grows for women, and for men it maybe declines.
Yeah, true. Make your point there.
Yeah, but we don't want to get canceled, so we're not going to go there.
Okay, let's get back to the ladies. Ladies, what else do you expect to see in older men? Other than brains, and then, thicker wallets. What else?
Do you two care about money a lot? Is there?
Actually, I don't care about money because.
But have you ever worried if you have to marry someone in debt?
In debt.
In debt.
What is?
欠债.
I will.
See? See?
Before I go in this relationship, in my opinion, I think I have to know enough about this person. Yes, and just like now my boyfriend, we stayed in the same class since we were in the elementary school. And you know, if you know a person enough, it's like you will know him better and more. And just like I can know whether
Hey Diego,
the
turns
man
out,
is in
okay,
debt
Stacy
or
is
not.
your girlfriend. You're walking too closely. I can tell that. Diego, yeah.
But they're not married because they just bumped each other.
Yes, after married, okay, you don't bump each other. Is that your point?
After marriage, there's enough space for at least one person to walk through.
Am I
maybe two.
looking at Alison? Okay, am I looking at Alison? Is that Alison? Okay, yes, I think that's Alison. Alison, so do you prefer marrying someone older or younger? And Alison is in. Okay, back to you, Chen. So, okay, you were saying that, okay, you grew up in the same neighborhood. Okay, you even went to the same elementary school. So before you got married,
I think I have more to know him.
Okay,
And
you
I
figured
can-
him out.
Yeah, I can know whether he is in debt or not.
So it is a problem. Sylvia, what do you think? If you are really, really in love with someone, and like he is not only Mr. Right, but Mr. Perfect, but he is in debt, is it a problem for you?
Well, we have someone behind.
It is a problem.
What did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, Alison, and I'm sorry, not Alison. Okay.
We'll have to code talk. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
3 times to show that you're very serious.
So Sylvia, that is a problem for you.
Yes, I think that is a problem because we need to, life will really tough.
Money issue.
Yes.
Okay, but let me give you. If you're not gonna have kids, you're probably gonna be financially okay. I mean, not having kids is like a great way. You can both have limited salaries. So let's say you both make maybe $40,000. Yeah. 2 of you, $80,000. If you don't have kids, that's not bad.
Hey, but what if he's bring over all this family debt from his family?
Yeah, there you
That'll
go.
be a big
There you
problem.
But yeah, I'm just letting you know. Okay, if you want to know about childcare and things like that, you ready for it? Okay, because Chen needs to know this too before she leaves. Because 1:30 is my time limit.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
So
it's almost there.
I'm
okay,
gonna wrap
just
up
a
and-
few quick tips.
Okay. I was saving so much money until the kid came out. Because before a kid, right? So this is the biggest problem about getting married and having kids young. See, being married, no problem, but having kids young, because I don't know what happened to you, but before I had a kid, I was playing soccer for money, and I'd go to like Mingshi, and I could go to cram schools, pick up private jobs. There's always opportunity to make more money because you have so much time. Yeah.
Yes.
But once you have a kid, so if I go home, I might get back to Taoyuan by 5:30, and he's in bed by like 7:30, 8. So maybe 2.5 hours with him at most, right? Am I just going to go work and then not see my kid ever? So you're going to have less time to work. You're putting more time into child care, yeah? And then there's less opportunities. I mean, and I pay $15,000 for child care, yeah, and that's cheap. And then $3,000 for school, $18,000, yeah. I don't know how much in food and stuff like that. Let's just say add another $5,000, $23,000, right? And then there might be some other things that come along the way. You know, that's a salary right there. Yeah. So that's the biggest problem. I am so grateful that I didn't have a kid until I was 34, because that gave me a chance to save up. I was looking at my bank last time, like, oh no.
You were promised a perfect lead time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest advantage of pushing it back. It's sad though, because some people wait so long and then it doesn't happen. Because actually, you're at your age right now, you're like, this is the best time for you to get pregnant. And then,
Would you say that it is also a good reason not to get married and having children too young?
yeah, and it's getting harder and harder. Like your parents' generation, I mean, Taiwan's economy was just taking off.
Yeah.
So it's like you have Taiwan Jingji Qiji, right? You had the Taiwan economic miracle at that time. Houses were a lot cheaper than they are now.
Yeah.
And then we have kind of like higher expectations than people in the past have.
True.
We want to have a better life than our parents.
And now, okay, when children grow up, They don't leave the family. They're nesting around, and they're still using your money. You have to think about that.
And then two, it's like
Chen.
And
You to think about.
Yeah, think about that.
But you know, everybody, like I heard from everybody, lots of people they talk about that. Having a kid costs a lot of money, but it's just like
farming a chicken.
It depends on situation and the two people and the families financial capacity. Yes, and because I didn't really experience.
I'm sorry, am I having a deja vu? Because I'm seeing that Diego just walked by once again, and then he keeps repeating.
Yeah, we are living in a simulation.
I think he forgot to take his umbrella.
Okay.
Or are we living? We're living in the Truman Show.
I've always thought so. Yeah.
I might not be real, to tell you the truth. You might be the only person in this world, and everyone else is an artificial being.
Or I'm digital, only you didn't know.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm happy with the illusion. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's a situation depending.
Yes, the situation depending, and also, although lots of people talk about that, but the reality is that I didn't experience this thing in person, so I can't truly feel like what they talk about. Yeah, although I know having a kid costs lots of money, and because the best, I think I am the example of my father and my mother.
I think you also make a good point. My dad said it most succinctly and the most powerfully that I've heard, and my dad has some issues. But he said, when it comes to having kids, don't think about money, because you will never have enough money.
True.
Yes.
And, you know, the humans, we've gotten to this point in our life, we've never had enough.
It's true. It takes impulse to have a child.
And a lot of kids are accident babies like mine. And by the way, my wife, we had a promise that I was going to publish my novel, and she would have a kid by 30.
That's good.
I haven't published the novel, but she has a kid, so I lived up to my bargain. End of the bargain, yeah.
Okay. 0 to 1.
0 to 1. And
0 to 1.
And she's not helping me on that.
The game is going.
The novel is written, and she is not proofreading it. It makes me very sad because I delivered. I got a baby in her. I helped, actually. You know. It wasn't just me.
You can't have all the credits.
We were pregnant. Oh boy, offensive. Lighten me up.
Okay, let's wrap up.
Yeah, is there anything that Sylvia wants to say before it's over?
To everybody out there, anything else?
Not married.
Encouraging them to have a child too? Well, no. Okay, thank you, everybody. Okay, thanks to Sylvia, thanks to Chen. Okay.
It is Sylvia, yeah. I don't say Sylvie sometimes, do I?
It's Sylvia.
I don't say Sylvie, do I?
Like the
Sylvia,
leaf
Sylvia.
in the forest.
Yeah. Because I've written your name down, but I was always wondering, do I say it wrong? Okay. But anyways, the irony of this story is sometimes people say things, and sometimes we have expectations on people, and they change.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe someday Chen has 1 kid and Sylvia has 3, and
maybe
Same
this
here.
will. Yes, maybe.
I never want to get married. I never want to get married. Suddenly, boom, baby.
and then 1
Yes.
kid, and then 2 kids,
And I will
and then 3
maybe
kids.
someday I received her invitation card. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Life is ironic.
Get ready for the Zhuazhou. It's coming. Yeah.
You know too much. You know too much.
Okay.
Okay, that's it for today. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to share now that you didn't want to share in public?
No.
Okay. All right. Sorry if you wanted to talk for longer. I always leave at 1:30 because.
No, it's perfect. Okay, this is perfect timing. I can't go any longer than this.
Now everyone's happy. You know.
Yeah, but still, Chen wants to get married and have a baby. Okay.
I think married is good.